Good evening, I'm Prasad Michael and you're watching Kini News, the show that brings you today's biggest stories. Today, Malaysia recorded the highest number of COVID-19 cases since the RMCO started. Most of it were local cases. Malaysia has reported the highest single-day increase since the Recovery Movement Control Order was implemented, with 62 new COVID-19 cases today. The last time the country recorded more cases was on June 4th, where 277 cases were reported in a single day. The Recovery MCO was implemented beginning June 10th. The Health Ministry said 56 of the new cases today were local transmissions, while the remaining 6 were imported. Of the local cases, 50 of them are part of the Benteng LD in Sabah, where an outbreak was detected at the Tawau prison and the Lahad Datu District Police Headquarters. In addition, a new cluster dubbed the Sungai Cluster has been detected in Kedah. Today's edition puts the number of active cases in the country at 207 cases, with 9 recoveries reported today. Remember Jamal Yunos? How can we forget him? But in case you forgot, he's back. Sungai Besar UMNO Division Chief Jamal Yunos, known for his media stunts, appears to be planning a comeback with his latest protest set to take place on Thursday. Appearing on a video wearing a towel sitting next to a river, the UMNO leader called on people to gather outside the Selangor State Secretariat building wearing towels to protest against the latest water disruptions that affected close to 1.2 million people in the Klang Valley.
Jom ramai-ramai kita bertuala untuk menyatakan protes terhadap kerajaan negeri kegagalan Menteri Besar menyediakan perkhidmatan bekalan air yang terbaik untuk rakyat negeri Selangor. Jom bersama-sama saya dengan memakai tuala, letak berus gigi di telinga dan bawa satu gayung sebagai tanda protes kepada kerajaan negeri tentang permasalahan yang berlarutan dan berulang-ulang kali ini pada hari Khamis pukul 10 pagi.
Jamal's last protest wearing a towel took place 3 years ago when the state was under the leadership of Osman Ali. The Deputy Minister who accused Viviana Mosibin of lying has passed the buck to the local MP who says he got the information from someone else. The inaccurate information on YouTuber Viviana Mosibin, which was conveyed by Deputy Communications and Multimedia Minister Zahidi Zainal Abidin in the Dewan Negara last week, was obtained from Kudat MP Abdul Rahim Bakri, who had in turn received his information from a lecturer at University Malaysia Sabah. Zahidi said he had no reason to doubt them, as he explained why he had accused the teenager of lying after she made a video of herself climbing up a tree for an online examination due to poor internet connectivity.
Dan maklumat yang diperolehi oleh wakil ayat kawasan tersebut adalah daripada pensyarahnya, seorang profesor dan seorang doktor, itu pensyarah yang kanan. Jadi dimaklumkan kepada Timbalan Menteri tersebut dan wakil ayat. Jadi dalam isu tidak pasti dan kongsi ini, maklumat mana yang kita nak rujuk? Kerana sudah menjadi amalan di Parlimen ni bahawa kita pertama sekali akan rujuk wakil ayat. Dan apabila kita rujuk wakil ayat, apa-apa yang ditimbulkan wakil ayat akan dijawab oleh Menteri dan Timbalan Menteri. Maka wakil ayat tersebut dah maklum pada kita dan dia mendapat maklumat daripada pensyarah. Dalam isu tersebut, kita mungkin bertanya, kalaulah kita nak buat semakan balik, kenapa wakil rakyat tersebut harus menipu ataupun wakil rakyat tersebut harus memberi satu maklumat yang tidak benar? Maka kita percaya pada maklumat tersebut.
Zahidi, who previously apologized for accusing Viviana, said the issue may have been due to a misunderstanding. As such, Zahidi said he would go to Viviana's university to get to the bottom of the matter.
Saya akan ke UMS dan juga bertemu dengan pensyarah tersebut, bertemu dengan kaki tangan dan bertemu dengan adik B untuk mendapat maklumat sebenar. Kita dalam isu tidak pasti yang kongsi ini kena cek 2-3 kali lagi. Mana kita kena cek dan kena periksa sekali lagi. Kalau didapati maklumat itu maknanya ada salah faham, maka kita minta maaf lah. Dan kita sepatutnya, pensyarah tersebut tidak sepatutnya memberi maklumat yang tidak benar.
Viviana, who hails from the rural village of Kampung Sapatalang Pitas, had on June 13th uploaded a video of her having to climb up a tree to get internet connection. It was during a time when university students were required to take classes and examinations remotely due to the COVID-19 pandemic. When the issue was raised in the Dewan Negara on September 3rd, Zahidi claimed Viviana did not have any examination on that day and claimed she made the video for fame. However, Viviana denied this and shared her examination schedule, which showed that she had sat for exams between June 9th and June 12th. Is Osman Sapian still with Bersatu? The video you're about to see may answer that question. That is former Johor Menteri Besar Osman Sapian at a Pejuang-linked event, supposedly to show appreciation for its election machinery from Johor. This comes just 3 days after the Bersatu Disciplinary Board said Osman Sapian is still a Bersatu member because there was no evidence of him campaigning for Pejuang during the Slim by-election. Next to him in the latest video is Dr. Mahathir Mohamed's political secretary Abu Bakar Yahya, who shared a glimpse of the event on Facebook. In a caption, Abu Bakar wrote, quote, "Don't ask why Osman Sapian hasn't left Bersatu, but see for yourself what he has done." In the video posted by Abu Bakar at around 5 a.m. this morning, it showed a group chanting Hidup Pejuang 3 times. Though Osman was seen raising his fist in the air, he did not seem to join the chant, but he did say it once after the chanting stopped, which was followed by laughter. Malaysia Kini contacted Osman for comment that he is leaving or has left Bersatu after the photographs and videos surfaced. In a text response, Osman simply said, quote, "Not yet." Another attempt to get him to clarify has been made, though he has yet to reply at the time of reporting. Bersatu Disciplinary Board Chairperson Megat Najmuddin Megat Has meanwhile declined to comment on the matter. He said he can only act if there is an official complaint and evidence. Last week, Osman landed in trouble after he was spotted with Pejuang during the by-election campaign period in Slim and allegedly stumped for their candidate. In a speech, Osman said that Bersatu had gone astray from its struggles, but it is not clear whether he was campaigning for Pejuang directly. If Osman is sacked now, it will leave the Johor Perikatan Nasional Government with 28 seats in the State Assembly against the Pakatan Harapan's 27. If Osman then sides with Harapan, it would result in a hung assembly, effectively crippling the state government. Dr. Mahathir may actually be a fan of the Sheraton move, according to his former aide. Dr. Mahathir Mohamed's former political secretary, Muhammad Zaid Muhammad Arif, told Dewan Negara today that he believes that his former boss is the happiest person after the Sheraton move.
Apapun, saya pasti secara pribadi Tun Dr. Mahathir pastinya menjadi orang yang paling gembira dewasa ini. Cuma kegembiraan beliau itu tidak terzahir dan tidak terucap. Matlamat beliau yang tidak mahu Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim menggantikannya, serta matlamat untuk mengekang kemarahan DAP sudah pun tercapai dengan jayanya.
The Sheraton move refers to the gathering of MPs at Sheraton Hotel in Petaling Jaya on the night of February 23rd, which preceded the collapse of the Pakatan Harapan federal government. The dinner function saw elected representatives from the opposition joined by Bersatu and PKR defectors, gathering in anticipation of taking over the new government, but the coup was delayed by more than a week after Mahathir refused to endorse the new coalition. Mahathir, who adamantly refused to work with UMNO, had claimed that Muhammad Zahid pressured him to pull Bersatu out of Harapan in party meetings preceding the Sheraton move. However, Muhammad Zahid denies betraying Dr. Mahathir.
Saya ingin mengambil kesempatan ini untuk membetulkan tuduhan yang tidak tepat dan tidak benar sama sekali ke atas saya. Saya bukanlah pencetus langkah Sheraton, tetapi saya mengakui bersama beberapa teman yang lain menggerakkan langkah politik menyekat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim dan DAP dengan restu yang amat berhormat Perdana Menteri Malaysia ke-7.
A social media post by the Selangor MP's wife has left many people fuming. Netizens were furious after a photograph showing a water tanker at Selangor Menteri Besar Amiruddin Shari's residence went viral on social media. Wenting online, people were frustrated how certain VIPs were accorded special treatment as the state faced a water shortage due to pollution. Amiruddin Shari has since apologized for the photograph, which was posted by his wife to show her appreciation for Ais Selangor. He said certain quarters had used the photograph to attack him. Apart from the water tanker, there was also a screen capture of his wife's private Instagram account, which was circulating showing one of her children in a swimming pool with the caption, quote, "Bila air tak ada," or in English, "when there is no water." The wife later denied that the water tanker was dispatched to their house to fill up the swimming pool. Apologizing for her mistake, she promised to help residents whose water supply has not been restored. Meanwhile, Environment and Water Minister Tuan Ibrahim Tuan Man had some good news to share with the people of Klang Valley who have been struggling due to the water supply disruptions.
Pertama sekali suka maklum, saya baru dimaklum oleh Ais Selangor bahawa status pemulihan telah mencapai 75.131%. Sekarang 75.131% yang melibatkan 91.5% akaun pengguna. Di kesempatan ini saya ingin mengucapkan tahniah dan syabas kepada semua barisan hadapan yang daripada penguatkuasa JAS, SPAN, kaki tangan teknikal luas dan Ais Selangor serta semua pihak yang terlibat secara langsung dan tidak langsung dalam memastikan bekalan air dapat dipulih lebih cepat daripada apa yang dijangka di peringkat awal.
Coming up next, India may soon be the world number 2 in the number of new COVID-19 infections. If you think 62 cases are bad, wait till you see the number of new cases India reported on Sunday. India reported more than 90,000 coronavirus cases on Sunday, government data sets setting a new global daily record. The country is set to pass Brazil on Monday to become the second worst affected nation by total infections, behind only the United States. As of Sunday, the US has more than 6 million cases, Brazil 4.12 million and India 4.11 million.
We are not taking all the precautions.
Sandip Nair is a senior consultant at the BLK Super Specialty Hospital in New Delhi.
We are not following all the instruction given by the government. Not a good idea.
India has logged the world's largest daily coronavirus case log for almost a month in a sign of how the epicenter of the pandemic has shifted from the United States and Latin America to the South Asian nation. Medical experts said case numbers have surged because of increased testing and the easing of restrictions on public movement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government has pushed to reopen businesses in order to revive a contracting economy, and on Monday will partially restore metro services in the capital, New Delhi. Horror in Birmingham as police try to solve a series of stabbings. One man was killed and 7 others injured in a series of stabbings in the English city of Birmingham early on Sunday. One of the wounded were described as having serious injuries. Superintendent Steve Graham had this to say.
We have launched a murder inquiry. Clearly we're still in the early stages of that inquiry, but what I can say is that we are treating all 4 of those incidents as a linked series. We are searching for one suspect, and inquiries to identify and then trace that suspect are ongoing.
Graham added that there's no suggestion that gangs were involved. The victims appear to have been selected by random and the motives of the attacks were not yet understood. There's also no suggestion that this is terror-related. Police were called to reports of a stabbing in the city centre at around 12:30 a.m. and a number of other stabbings were reported shortly after. Police said the knife attacks happened in 4 separate locations. One of the locations, Her Street, was near the area known as the Gay Village, where many people had been seated at outdoor tables, eating and drinking. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'll be back with more tomorrow, same time, same place. I'm Prasad Michael. Thank you for watching.